Alright, so I'm an idiot because, excuse me, when I made this, I did not bother to flip the switch on the microphone. So basically, this is a review of the Sabrent dealie there that you see me sliding the SSD drive into. It's painfully obvious on how to install this. You basically set it down like that, slide it into the connector. Comes with a couple of sets of screws, small screws and big screws. You're only going to use the small ones if you're installing this into a Mac Pro. The SSD is nice. That's me pointing out the connector. On the picture it looks kind of like it's a ribbon cable, but it's all soldered to the circuit board. Yeah, the picture right there didn't really focus, but it is soldered to the circuit board. The SSD is a little cheapy from Micro Center. They're like $20, and I did this just for scratch work. Like, I actually copied this video to it so I can edit the video off of SSD or downloads and just junk like that. So total cost on is like 35 bucks. I mean, that's what I paid for the little adapter, excuse me, and the SSD itself. So you're going to put the small screws in there. You see me digging through the drawer trying to get the right size screwdriver, and third time's the charm. That's right, Rob. Get out the old magnetic tip. There's nice little brass inserts in this drive. This is an inland 120 gigabyte SSD. Unfortunately, with the Mac Pro, it's about 3 gigabit per second for the onboard. So that's all you're going to get. It's about 250, 300 gigabyte per second. But you know what? I mean, that is about all that I need for editing video and downloading and things like that. I had a little thumb drive in there. It was like 16 gigs, but it's just too slow. Even when you go to download something, I get the spinny beach ball. So what I'm showing here is when you put in the Mac Pro Sled. This is from a 2009. That's basically the same thing for all of them. Of course, the slides are all slightly different lengths. And there you can see my nice little foam pad that I'm working on with the different size screws. So come on, Rob, put the drive back in frame. What I was saying was when you screw these on, just do a little bit on, all four. Go one screw a little bit in, then do that diagonal, and just gradually put all those in, because the frame will start to tilt and it could bind the screws a little bit. So just screw them in gently all at the same time. So there, I finally got it put in. That's my ejector pin from classic Mac. When you're working on floppies, that's what that's for, ejecting things. And this is a Sled with the regular size hard drive on it, 3.5 inch. And as you can see, these mount up together, just fine, putting the connectors right where they need to be. And as I'm telling you this, I've already installed this in the computer, so it works just fine as advertised. So that is about it. That is all you do. I'm not going to bore you with more details about formatting and all that stuff. Just go ahead and slide it in the computer, format it. I did use Mac OS Journal just in case I want to use this in an older Mac. I don't have to reformat it, or if I did want to copy something off. So I did not make this APFS. Again, it's just for scratch work, downloads, stuff I'm going to delete later. So anyway, hope that helps. Please use our links. Please bookmark amamzin.com. That's how we get a commission and pay for our toys. Give me a follow.